I'm just introducing the vlog because I didn't have time to introduce it this morning. So yeah, enjoy me touring apartments in Belltown and Downtown. So I'm just going to talk through a couple of the apartments like I did in the last video, but at the end I kind of give more my full overall thoughts. But this is the first apartment. It is in Belltown. It is 457 square feet and it's a one bedroom, or like an urban one bedroom. So this was actually only $1,700, but it was because it was through the MFTE program, which is basically this program for lower income people in Seattle to be able to afford their housing, which $1,700 is still a lot. And the woman who showed it to me, she didn't even like ask if I qualified for it, which I don't think I do. I know I don't, but yeah, so I was like pretty caught off guard that she showed me that immediately. I guess like my budget just kind of spoke for herself. But yeah, it was pretty small place. It was only 6 floors, I think. Didn't really have many amenities. And yeah, this was another apartment that she showed me that I think was like maybe around $2,500, maybe 600 square feet. I can't remember, and I didn't get a follow-up email for what apartments I looked at, but yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of this place. So this is the second apartment. It's in Belltown as well, but it wasn't as far off the edge as the other apartment was. So this was a studio and it was 362 square feet and it was $1,877. So I actually really like the apartment, but as you can see, it is disturbingly small. It was just really tiny and there wasn't really, much to do with the space. Honestly, I don't even know how I'd be able to fit like a bed and a couch there. Honestly, if the unit wasn't so small, I think I would actually really like this place. And he did show me some other one bed, or more like urban one bedroom units that were, I think, like maybe $2,300, but they had no concessions and I felt like I could find a better deal somewhere else. So this was the third apartment complex that I toured. Once again, it was in Belltown. So this one was like the first one in that the location was really close to the water, and I didn't really like that about that. It just felt really far away from everything, even though it was next to the water. But this is an urban one bedroom, and it was 598 square feet, and then it was $2,127 for rent, and then I would have been able to receive 1 month free. But as you can see, it's a pretty large space, and it actually has a lot of storage. And it's a really nice apartment, in my opinion. I just felt like it was a bit too far away from really anything. So I kind of decided after that I was kind of over Belltown, that I didn't care about being that close to the water. So this was the only apartment I toured downtown. It was right next to Pike Place, and this was my freaking dream. So you're going to hear me talk about it a little bit later, but this apartment was absolutely gorgeous. It was an urban one bedroom and it was 543 square feet, and then it was $1,996. And if I had moved in January, I would have gotten a month free. So as you can see, the finishes of the apartment are absolutely gorgeous, and also it was the one that was priced the best. Including the fact that I would have gotten concessions with it. So it was just so beautiful and so amazing. And I'm also going to show you guys another apartment that I toured in this same complex, but I don't remember any of the details, but I think it was around the same price, maybe $2,000 or $2,100, but it was nice looking as well. So I'm going to take the rest of this time just to talk about this apartment complex and where it was located. So I was kind of struggling between whether or not I wanted to live in downtown, because I really love the downtown feel, but when I was there was actually there was some sort of situation that was happening right outside the apartment where there was a bunch of cops, there was an ambulance there, and it was just generally in an unsafe area. So I ended up I was having such a dilemma about it, so I ended up asking one of my mentors about this apartment complex, and I gave him the crossings and he said no. So at the end of the video, I'm like crossing my fingers that I really like this place, I really want to get it. But overall, even though it's a really beautiful apartment, it was in not a safe area. So I wanted to make safety my priority. Apartment thoughts. So the first one, wasn't crazy about it, and it was also like really expensive, and it was like really far off. Like it was basically on the water, which was nice, a water view, but I wasn't crazy about it. It was kind of small and dark. So the next apartment I toured, I actually really liked. The second one was pretty nice. It was like, you know, at the top of my budget, and it was also a little small, now that I'm thinking about it again, and they didn't have any concessions. So I really liked the area of it. It was also in Belltown, but it was like very conveniently placed in Belltown. Like it was, I literally walked, I felt like I walked a block and I was in South Lake Union. So it was just like basically on the cusp of Belltown and South Lake Union, and it was in a really good area, so I really liked that. And then I walked to another one. That one I did not like. The tour guide was really nice. He was like, I think like around my age, but he was also, I was like trying to get in. I showed up a few minutes early just because I'm like walking around by myself, so I can like, you know, time myself efficiently. And he was late, or he just like wasn't at the desk because his coworker was out sick. So I was like waiting outside, like calling, and then I called the number that was in front of their leasing office, and it was for another leasing office, and I was like, I'm trying to look for, you know, this apartment name, but I wasn't super crazy about it. And then the last one, obsessed. I love the last one. Everything about it, literally the price is perfect. They have concessions. So tomorrow I'm gonna make my decision, and I really hoping that I can get the last one. The only downside is that it is downtown, and downtown, just like any city downtown, it just can be a little, not sketchy per se, but if you guys saw in the clips, there are a bunch of cops around, there's like an ambulance, so it's just like a lot going on. But that one was so nice. It felt like a true luxury community, and it was also priced the best, oddly enough. But it was just a little crazy, and I asked the guy, and I was like, how is the safety around here? And he was saying that, like, you know, like it's downtown, but it's like pretty good. You know, there's people here, almost all their rooms or units are leased. Like he was basically trying to make me feel more comfortable, and I think it worked. But I know when I tell my mom that it's like just a little sketchy, she's probably gonna freak out a little bit. But it was so nice. Like I can't even express to you how nice it was. I don't think I took a video of like the outdoor patio view, but even from the gym, the view was like immaculate. But yeah, it was really nice, and I'm like kind of obsessed with it, which I was obsessed with it before I even came to Seattle. If I could have the fourth place I saw where the second place I saw was, done deal. Like it would be perfect, literally the price and everything. So let me know which apartments you guys like.